Guys, welcome to Classic TV Facts and Trivia. I got some secrets. Yep, secrets about life on the set of I Dream of Jeannie. We'll start with a scandalous belly button. Barbara Eden's outfit as Jeannie took audiences by surprise. After all, it was not common to see so much skin in a 1960s television show. To mitigate the controversy caused by Eden's clothing, the show had to get creative. The solution, they settled was hiding her belly button as much as possible. But for some reason, this was the body part that viewers were most outraged to see on screen. As bizarre as it may seem today, this small change quelled criticism enough to keep the show on the air. The real Genie's bottle. You might imagine that a Genie's bottle would have a handle and a long spout like something out of Aladdin, but Genie's bottle was much different. It was tall, narrow, and purple, and its true origins are kind of surprising. The bottle viewers often see on the show was originally a limited edition bottle of Jim Beam whiskey. With little ingenuity, the empty bottle was made into Jeannie's iconic home. It was originally painted black and gold and only received a makeover in purple once the show transitioned to color. Larry Hagman wasn't happy. Any diehard fan of the show knows that Larry Hagman, the man behind Jeannie's master Tony Nelson, was absolutely miserable on the set. There are several theories as to why he hated the job so much, but many believe it had to do with Barbara Eden outshining him. No matter what, viewers of the show were always most interested in Barbara Eden's character. She was ultimately the star of the show, and many believe Hagman didn't like that she got all the attention. Even so, he stuck it out for 5 seasons. Hey, the crew wasn't happy with Larry Hagman. Thanks to Larry Hagman's bad attitude on the set, the rest of the crew wasn't happy either. He expressed his dissatisfaction with his role through rude behavior, sometimes outright insulting everyone around him. Cast and crew had to put up with it, but they had their small forms of revenge. For example, crew members tell the story of Hagman demanding a cup of tea. Instead of adding sugar, they added spoonfuls of salt. Hagman took a sip and spit the liquid out in rage. Bit of karma. Other stiff competition. There was another show on air during I Dream of Jeannie's tenure that bore many similarities to the comedy fantasy. This was equally popular Bewitched, starring Elizabeth Montgomery and Dick York. But many viewers noticed both shows were built around the combination of normal life and magical beings, and Barbara Eden and Elizabeth Montgomery even kind of resembled each other. As a result, some viewers saw I Dream of Jeannie as trying to ride Bewitched coattails, and there was initially a sense of competition between the shows. With time, however, they learned to work together. They even shared some visiting actors. It wasn't easy returning to Jeannie's bottle. In the show, all the audience saw was a puff of smoke when Jeannie magically returned inside her bottle. On the set, however, getting into the bottle wasn't such an easy endeavor. Eden had to make some awkward maneuvers to pull it off. The life-size bottle set was a top-on 8-foot structure made of wood. Every time they had to shoot a little bottle scene, Eden climbed a ladder and bridged a precarious gap. You'd think that they would have built a staircase to help speed things up, but no, it was a ladder every time. And speaking of which, trapped in a bottle. Because the bottle was such a complicated set piece, Eden couldn't actually exit it without assistance. On one occasion, she actually got trapped inside during the shooting. The irony surely wasn't lost on her. The director announced lunchtime and everyone began to leave the set and left poor Barbara Eden behind. She had to scream and yell for help before someone came back to get her. The worst part, her screams were recorded and incorporated into some of the episodes. The more realistic, the better, right? Its popularity was unexpected. As it turns out, no one thought I Dream of Jeannie would last for more than 1 season. Initially, the network wasn't even willing to film the show in color. They didn't want to spend the extra money. That's why the first season was filmed in black and white. While the show was popular enough to be shot in color for 2 seasons, it didn't really take off in popularity until after the final season, 5. Was during reruns of the show that it gained a truly dedicated cult following. And strict regulations. It wasn't just Barbara Eden's belly button. It was highly scrutinized by network execs. They had strict rules regarding Barbara Eden's body and how much it would be visible, including that her legs would never be shown. Because of this, Jeannie almost wore long, flowy pants, although sometimes those pants were translucent. They never had a problem showing Barbara Eden's midriff, however, as part of what made Jeannie so memorable. And there you go. I got a whole lot more if you're interested. A whole lot more. I just didn't want to make this video as, I didn't want to bore you. I didn't bore you in the tear. I want to make you fall asleep while you're watching or anything, you know. Yeah. That's all I got for you today. Let me know in the comments if you want more on this, and I can do it. Until then, you guys have a great day. God bless you. And I'm praying for you.